Hey everybody, this is going to be a short video on the relative major and minor keys. So it's a very simple concept and it pertains to the number of sharps or flats in a major key and a minor key, and then matching those two scales or two keys together which have the same amount of sharps or flats. So for example, C major, no sharps, no flats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And what we'll do is we're going to find the relative minor to that major scale. And that happens to be A. So if you play A as your root note, build a minor scale off of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. That minor scale has no sharps, no flats. So C major and then A minor are relative, hence the term relative major and minor, because they share the same notes, they share the same pitches. And in my previous videos, I walked through the entire 12 keys on both major and minor scales. So what you can do is go through and then relate all the major and minor scales. It's a good thing to know, because once you get into different styles of music, you'll see how different composers use the relative major and minor to make songs go in different directions. It's good if you're writing your own tunes, or if you're in a situation where you need to play a bass line or melody, and knowing this kind of information may help out. So let's do one more. We'll do G major, which is the scale that has one sharp in it. So if I begin on G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, that major scale has that one single F sharp in it. Now if I'm more comfortable with major scales and I'm not too familiar with minor scales, a little trick is if you're really comfortable with major scales and you want to find the relative minor, go to the sixth note of that major scale, whatever major scale you're playing. So G is 1, A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 5, and then E is 6. And then that sixth note of the major scale, if you build a minor scale off of that note there, you're going to end up with the relative minor. That's E minor, which has one sharp in it. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then you can go, 2 octaves, all that kind of thing as well. Or if you're on G major and you descend 3 notes, that'll get you to the E as well. So if that makes more sense to you, that's a good thing to know. So if you figure out a major scale, in this case we'll use G, and you go down 3 letters, G, F sharp, E. So you're going down 3 letters within that G major scale. That will get you to the relative minor's root note. And then the other way around, if you're more comfortable with minor scales, so for example E minor, so if I'm more comfortable with that scale, I can go to the 3rd note of the E minor scale, E, F sharp, G, and then now I can build a major scale off of that G, and that will give me the relative major of the minor scale. So if you are figuring out minor scales on the neck, and you go to the 3rd note of that minor scale, that will always give you the relative major. And if you go down, if you descend through the minor scale to the 6th note, 1, 2, C is 3rd note from the root, B is 4, A is 5, G is 6th. So the 6th note descending through a minor scale is another way you can figure it out. So whatever makes most sense to you, and eventually it's best to know just all the key signatures of the major and minor scales. But this was just a brief video on the concept of relative major and minor. So you'll see that in chord changes. Hopefully you might be able to use it in building some melodies or bass lines of your own, or some songwriting material. So hopefully you will have some fun with that, and until next time.